opportunities exist in Maine, but finding skilled workers is a challenge for employers.
This is News Center at 6.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Cindy Williams.
And I'm Pat Callahan. The need for more trained workers was highlighted last week by Governor LePage after a meeting with business owners. Today, a report by Planning Decisions Incorporated was released. Department of Labor projections indicate that in the next 10 years, the state will need nearly 1,800 workers with associate degrees in computer and information sciences. However, with current graduation rates, the state is on pace to produce only 210 workers in that field, a shortage of nearly 1,600. Now, that's not the only field with a skills gap. Significant shortages are projected in precision production, transportation, materials moving, and construction trades, to name just a few. And while many businesses are not hiring at all these days, a number of companies say a skills gap does exist.
It means training and retraining Maine's workforce may become more critical than ever in the next few years. News Center's Don Kerrigan has more.
Masters Machine in Round Pond employs about 100 people. They work round the clock here, making high-precision metal components like these for companies across the country and beyond. And like nearly every precision metal business in Maine, Masters rarely sees skilled people applying for work.
Typically, it's an unskilled, not familiar with this trade, and then over a period of months and years, again, if the desire is there, we'll educate.
Steve Masters says they have had to develop their own in-house training methods to create a skilled workforce. Both he and his Uncle George say that's common nowadays, as manufacturing jobs have become less and less attractive as more of them have moved overseas.
The rest of the world, or particularly the Asian world, China and specifically, is run more by engineers, and they are moving forward in the world of making things and not just servicing things.
The Maine Department of Labor says there are a number of areas, healthcare, information technology, and precision manufacturing, where there is a shortage of people with the right skills for the available jobs. The DOL says it's working with a variety of programs to address those training and retraining needs. And another key question for Maine is age. Maine's workforce statistically is growing older and older. So when those skilled workers do finally retire, will there be enough skilled younger workers to take their place? Some schools want to help.
Large classroom here.
Lincoln Academy in Newcastle is now planning and starting to raise money for what it calls an Applied Technology and Engineering Center. The goal is to give all students a taste of hands-on skills and maybe open some new career ideas.
If you can have a program in a facility where all your students have some exposure to the basics, the light will click and students will find a direction that makes sense for them to go in.
Pinkerton is a former shop teacher himself and admits there used to be a stigma about vocational training in the schools. But he and others say Maine's future needs a lot more skilled young people who can work with their hands and their heads. And in some industries, the sooner the better. In Round Pond, Don Kerrigan, News Center.